Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for granting my waiver. I appreciate it. I've been committed to helping the government become more efficient, save dollars, go after fraud, waste, and abuse. I was the first Democrat to join the Doge caucus, which, by the way, hasn't done anything and has not been included in anything Elon Musk has done. But it's nice that we have a caucus. And so this is a bipartisan effort, like the chairman mentioned. We do want to get at waste, fraud, and abuse. But I do think dispelling myths, dispelling fact from fiction is important. And I want to drill down real quickly first on what my colleague from Florida, Mr. Frost, said. And I'm going to be even more direct because I think it's important. We'll just go down the line. So you gave an answer on whether Social Security is a Ponzi scheme. The answer is no, right? It's not a Ponzi scheme.
We have not reported that it's a Ponzi scheme.
Right, so it's not a Ponzi scheme.
I'm not aware that it's a Ponzi scheme.
Okay.
Agreed.
Okay, so Mr. Musk is wrong. No one's going to get fired for saying it, right? He's wrong. You can say it. It's not a Ponzi scheme. I'll say it for you. It's not a Ponzi scheme. It's not a Ponzi scheme. Okay, he's wrong. I know we're afraid to say it. And see, that's part of the problem. We're afraid to say that Elon Musk is wrong. That's what Mr. Frost was talking about when he says he hears crickets from my colleagues. We hear crickets from the witnesses because everyone is afraid when Elon says something, if it's patently false, we're afraid to say it's false. All right, let's talk about something else. The IG is getting fired. Do you support the IG is getting fired? I mean, I got to imagine if you're interested in getting rid of fraud, waste, and abuse, they're the people trying to get rid of fraud, waste, and abuse. So they got fired from Agriculture, Interior, HUD, Department of Defense, the EPA, the State Department, HHS, Veterans Affairs, Labor, Transportation. You support that? In the mission of getting rid of fraud and waste and abuse?
The Inspector General Committee is critical. There are certainly, and
no, I get
administration
that, but you have no opinion whether that was good or bad. Again, we won't say Elon's wrong. I know you won't go there, but was that the right decision?
You did lose institutional knowledge. Certainly, administration has a right to change to the Inspector General. There are reporting mechanisms that weren't necessarily followed.
Let's use numbers. Let's use data. So like 51-49, 51 bad idea. That was a bad idea.
The proper protocols weren't followed in
right. Oh, we know it was illegal. Don't get me wrong. I didn't want to make you say that. I appreciate you saying that on the record. It was illegal. The proper protocols weren't followed. But is it good policy if you want to go after fraud, waste, and abuse? Was that good policy?
To lose institutional knowledge?
No, not good policy.
Officials?
Good policy?
I don't think it improves the ability to fight fraud, waste, and abuse.
Not good policy.
Not good policy.
Okay, right. And if you're telling the American people that this is a focus of your administration, and then you go fire all of the AGs, that doesn't seem to compute. Okay, lastly, did fraud and improper payments start with Joe Biden? In his administration, was that the first time the government has experienced that?
That is not the first time that fraud was reported.
First time?
No.
First time?
No.
So we got to depoliticize this stuff because all we're hearing is what happened in the last 4 years. In 2017, $140 billion of improper payments. That's inaccurate?
In 2024, we reported $162 billion.
No, hold on.
Payments.
In 2017, $140 billion in improper payments. In 2018, $150 billion of improper payments. In 2019, $174 billion of improper payments, and in 2020, $206 billion of improper payments. Those are GAO numbers. So let me just do some math. In the first Trump administration, there were $670 billion of improper payments. I'm not blaming him, but he is blaming Joe Biden, and so is Elon Musk, blaming for the improper payments for what happened in the 4 years of Joe Biden. My point is, Mr. Chairman, if we do want to solve this on a bipartisan basis, then we got to separate fact from fiction. We got to depoliticize it. $670 billion of improper payments and fraud, waste, and abuse in the first Trump administration. Isn't that correct?
Correct.
Isn't that correct?
I don't have any reason to doubt your math, sir.
Okay, isn't that correct?
I believe so.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Does gentleman seek to give back his time, or is the gentleman wish?
Mr. Chairman, I had no time back, but I'm happy to give
Would
you
the
back. your time.
gentleman